Have you ever felt so proud of what you've accomplished that you thought you were invincible, like you built your entire world with your own two hands? It's a powerful feeling, right? But what if everything you built, everything you trusted in, was taken away in an instant? Today, we're re-diving into a mind-blowing story from the Bible about a king who had it all and lost it all simply because of his pride. This isn't just an ancient tale. It's a powerful lesson that's incredibly relevant for us today. The story is about King Nebuchadnezzar, one of the most powerful rulers in history. Imagine this. He built the legendary city of Babylon, a place of stunning beauty and immense power, with its hanging gardens, massive walls, and incredible wealth. He was the undisputed king of the world in his time. He conquered nations, amassed fortunes, and sat on a throne that seemed unshakable. From a human perspective, he was at the absolute pinnacle of success. One day, Nebuchadnezzar was walking on the roof of his royal palace, looking out over the magnificent city he had built. He was filled with an overwhelming sense of pride. And he said something that would change his life forever. He declared, "Is this not the great Babylon I have built as the royal residence by my mighty power and for the glory of my majesty?" He gave himself all the credit. He saw his power, his glory, his achievements, and forgot where it all truly came from. The Bible says that while the words were still on his lips, a voice came from heaven. God had a message for the proud king, and it wasn't a suggestion, it was a decree. The voice said that his royal authority had been taken from him. He would be driven away from people and would live with the wild animals. He would eat grass like an ox, and his body would be drenched with the dew of heaven. This wasn't just a small setback, it was a complete and total humiliation. And immediately, it happened. The most powerful man on earth lost his mind. His sanity was stripped away. He was driven from his palace, from his throne, from human society itself. The king who once feasted on the finest foods was now eating grass. The man who wore royal robes now had hair like eagle's feathers and nails like bird's claws. He lived like a wild animal, completely stripped of his power, his dignity, and his identity. Everything he had trusted in, his strength, his wealth, his kingdom, vanished overnight. This went on for 7 long years. For 7 years, the world saw a powerful lesson in what happens when pride goes unchecked. The throne sat empty, and the king was an outcast, a shell of his former self. But this wasn't just about punishment. It was about transformation. The goal was for Nebuchadnezzar to learn a crucial lesson that the Most High God is sovereign over all kingdoms on earth and gives them to anyone he wishes. And then, at the end of those 7 years, something shifted. Nebuchadnezzar, in his animalistic state, finally looked up to heaven. In that moment of complete brokenness, he acknowledged God. He humbled himself. He praised and honored the Most High. He recognized that God's dominion is eternal and his kingdom endures forever. He finally understood that all the peoples of the earth are regarded as nothing in comparison to God. The moment he did that, the moment he chose humility over pride, everything changed again. His sanity was restored. He was no longer a wild animal, but a man, a king, once more. His advisers and nobles sought him out, and he was restored to his throne. In fact, the Bible says his honor and splendor became even greater than before. So, what can we learn from this incredible story? It's a stark reminder that pride can be our downfall. When we start to believe that our success, our talent, and our possessions are all because of our own mighty power, we're on dangerous ground. We forget that every good thing is a gift. Pride blinds us to our dependence on God and on others. It makes us the center of our own universe, and that's a very small and lonely universe to live in. But the story doesn't end with the fall. It ends with restoration, and that's the beautiful part. Humility is the key that unlocks it. When Nebuchadnezzar humbled himself, he didn't just get his old life back, he became even greater. Humility isn't about thinking less of yourself. It's about thinking of yourself less. It's about recognizing a power and a purpose greater than our own. It's about gratitude, about acknowledging the source of our blessings. Think about your own life. What are you building? Your career, your family, your reputation. Are you taking all the credit, or are you acknowledging the help, the grace, and the blessings that got you there? This story challenges us to check our hearts. Are we walking in pride on the rooftop of our own little Babylon, or are we walking in humility with our eyes raised to heaven? The lesson of Nebuchadnezzar is a timeless warning and a beautiful promise. Pride can strip everything away in a moment, but true humility can restore it all and more. It reminds us that no matter how high we climb, true strength is found in kneeling. Thanks so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that dives deep into life's biggest questions. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. See you in the next video.